want to talk about this. Basically, it's a guitar controller for Rock Band 3, and it has 102 little keys on it, basically where the frets are at. And it's basically a MIDI guitar. This is a guitar that I wish I would have had like 20 years ago. Basically, if you look at it, I'll unplug it for a second. Basically, it has a place there for a MIDI cable, a 5-DIN MIDI cable. And basically, it's a 360 one, even though I don't even have a 360. I just saw this at one of the game stores, and it's for a used one. I thought, well, let me pick it up. I haven't seen one in there for used. And basically, they go for like $120, $140, something like that. And I think they still make them. Basically, it has kind of like a rubber band type strings that they're pretty robust. I've been rocking out pretty hard with it. Basically, as you can see there, it's got little key buttons you press down. And what I saw this for, I knew that once I had a MIDI cable, and I did a little bit of research before I went looking for them, and just kind of kept my eye out when I saw one. And this is the only one I ever saw that was used, and so I picked it up. And you can do a lot of really cool things with it. So I get my MIDI cable in there. Basically, I got GarageBand going on in the background, and right now I'll change the sounds a little bit so you can kind of hear some of the different sounds that's going on. So here's a banjo. Oh, it's all some type of freaked out banjo. Let's see, 12 string. Let's see, 12 string acoustic. Let me see. Now there's a couple functionalities. One is like this is the standard chord one here. You press this button right here, this is the 360. It throttles between basically the hammer on, so you can, and really I've been playing around with that mode there. It works pretty well. Sadly, there's no damper or mute function on this guitar other than if you press a note, and if you're on the other functionality, that deadens the string. You have to just touch it on that particular string. Now, a couple things. All the strings feel exactly the same. There are no weight on a guitar. The smaller strings on this side and the bigger strings on this side here. And same thing you play down here as well. I'm trying to deaden it. There's no dead there like that. Touch on the strings there. So I mean, there are some to change the octave. Press that button right there. And if you're on something that can control MIDI, these go up and down here. The Y and the A go up and down if you're like hooked up to a MIDI sound module and whatnot. I'm going through GarageBand right now, so that's why it's sounding like this. I have a clean electric. Let me put on the other functionality where try some blues. Now, one thing is that you got to be able to arc your fingers where you're not touching the next string. Sometimes when I play regular guitar, you get a little bit sloppy where I know if I'm touching the string, I'm deadening that string, so it won't play if I hit it. Well, this one here, if I touch it, it's gonna ring out. So I'm gonna do that. Say that C sharp doesn't sound as good. I'm trying to rock on blues. So I'm gonna turn off the hammer on functionality. If I touch it and I touch that string, it's gonna ring out. If I touch it and I don't hit that string, yeah, it doesn't do it. So you're gonna have to switch between both of those as well. If you're trying to solo, let me find some heavy metal guitar to have it screaming electric sounds or something like that. And of course, you can do some finger tapping. Actually, it's a little bit easier with just press buttons. Anyways, it's kind of cool. Again, I've been playing guitar for a really long time, so I can kind of adjust to this, and it's kind of a fun little thing. What I really got it for is when I record music, when I make music for soundtracks or music for whatever. There's some things I can do on a guitar faster or differently than on the piano. Basically, this is a piano controller, and I just can. I'm just gonna find out. Supposedly, there's something that on the y-axis that does something or another. I don't know. Maybe this one's broke or it doesn't do it. I don't know. Maybe that's a functionality. Some of the reviews I read, they had like an extra strip there that would be the mute strip, but I guess they didn't put that functionality in any of these guitars here. And what I'm hoping is that this is not just a one-time thing. I remember back in the late '80s, they had MIDI guitars, and they were like $600. So we're talking like $1,200 that they made, maybe more than that. And so no one really got them. And then a couple years back, I did a review of that one Yamaha MIDI guitar that came out, and basically it had the same type of functionality where you press down keys. This one's a little bit cheaper, and again, because they're mass producing it for video games. And if they keep up with this technology, maybe they'll get a mute going on, some more MIDI control stuff. But basically, the basic MIDI stuff is a little bit of a velocity. I can hear. It's not a great range, but there's definitely some. And I have recorded into GarageBand, and it seems to work pretty cleanly. The other thing is like this, you don't just use guitar sounds. So you can do a lot of really cool things with it. Some kind of. Now, since I've been playing guitar for a really long time, and also I played classical guitar for a really long time, I'm pretty good at playing clean. I'm pretty good if I need to arc my fingers over while I'm not touching the strings. The fretboard's a little bit smaller than a regular electric guitar. I mean, it's way smaller than a classical guitar. But the good technique that I have, happily, that I'm able to do that. Let me see if I can just for fun, if I can find a good acoustic guitar. Let's see if I can. It's a little bit cramped. It really feels like a 3/4 size guitar. If you ever try some of the different guitars, so it is like a 3/4 size guitar. It is what it is. If you have this already for your Rock Band controller and you got MIDI, you need a MIDI interface, a MIDI cable, and basically you just take the 5-DIN cable and you plug it in, match up the DINs to each other, and go in there. It seems to be pretty robust because they made this for playing video games, and I have never tried the Rock Band 3, so I don't know how it works on that. I'm sure it works fine on it. And I think you just have some fun stuff with it. If you got some type of alternative electronica band, you could do some cool things with it. So, anyways, I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with it, and just for fun. Let me see, throw some strings on there because it's always kind of fun to play with a 10-year orchestra. course, I can change octave, so I can go pretend I'm like a bass or cello or something. So you can do some cool things on it that you can't really do this with the regular guitar. So I give it a thumbs up. If you already got it, you know, if you're into making electronic music, go ahead and plug it in, see what you got. If you play guitar, if you've been playing guitar for a while, I think you can adapt to it. Is it a real guitar? It's not a real guitar. I can't wait to try the Squire MIDI guitar that's out there, and I think they actually stopped making that one, so I may not get a chance to actually try that one. And of course, you know, if I wanted to, I'm sure I could play some drums on this thing. Anyways, you get the idea. So you can play whatever is MIDI. Whatever is MIDI you can control on this guitar. That's relatively inexpensive. I really hope they keep making these things and making them cheaper, making them have more keys, more functionality. It'd be cool to have like some type of whammy bar that you can control, you know, some type of pitch spin or something like that. I'm sure that somebody has made some program out there that you can control these buttons to do some other things with as well. Oh yeah, they do have all notes off, and you gotta it's like Control Alt Delete. You gotta press these 3 buttons at the same time to make it basically where the MIDI starts screaming out. So it's all crazy. That would basically turn off the MIDI. Well, anyways, have some fun. Have some fun with this, and anyways, as always, rock and roll.